Hey everyone, Wise here. You ever feel like you hit a wall, like your get up and go just got up and went? Yeah, I've been there. A few years back, I was working crazy hours, neglecting my health and feeling completely fried. It took a toll on my well-being, and it took me a while to climb out of that hole. Burnout is a real thing, and it's crucial to address it for both our mental and physical health. We often think pushing through exhaustion is a badge of honor, but it's not. It's like driving your car on empty. Eventually you're gonna break down. We're going to talk about recognizing the signs of burnout and, more importantly, what we can do to combat it. Because here's the thing, you deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel energized and excited about life. And taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. So, let's dive in and figure out how to beat burnout together. So, how do you know if you're actually experiencing burnout? It's not always obvious. It can creep up on you slowly, like a fog rolling in. One day you're feeling a little more tired than usual. The next you're struggling to find the energy to do the things you used to love. One of the biggest signs is that feeling of exhaustion, that bone-deep tiredness that doesn't go away with a good night's sleep. You might find yourself getting cynical or negative, feeling more irritable and impatient than usual. Work, which you might have been passionate about, starts to feel like a chore. You might feel less motivated, less creative, and find it hard to concentrate. And then there are the physical symptoms: headaches, stomach aches, changes in appetite or sleep patterns. It's important to remember that burnout isn't a sign of weakness. It's often a sign that you've been strong for too long, pushing yourself beyond your limits. And the longer you ignore these signs, the harder it can be to recover. That's why it's so important to learn how to recognize these signs early and take steps to recharge and refocus. Because here's the truth, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't be there for others if you're not there for yourself. Okay, so you're probably thinking, Delson, this all sounds great, but who has time for breaks and vacations? And I hear you. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness, where being constantly on is seen as a badge of honor. But here's the thing, taking breaks isn't just about relaxing. It's about recharging so you can be more productive and engaged when you are working. It's about preventing that burnout from happening in the first place. Think of it like this. If you keep running a marathon without stopping, eventually, your body is going to give out. You need to pace yourself, take breaks to catch your breath, hydrate, and refuel. The same goes for your mind. Even short breaks throughout the day can make a huge difference. Step away from your desk, go for a walk, listen to some music, meditate, whatever helps you clear your head and come back feeling refreshed. And vacations? They're not a luxury, they're a necessity. They give you a chance to truly disconnect from work, to explore new places, try new things, and reconnect with yourself and your loved ones. You'll come back feeling re-energized, with a fresh perspective and renewed motivation. So, start small. Schedule in those breaks, plan that vacation, your mind and body will thank you. Chapter 3. Fueling the Fire Diet, Exercise, and Why They Matter. Alright, let's talk about the basics. Food and movement. It might seem obvious, but what you put into your body and how you move it directly impacts your energy levels, your mood, and your ability to cope with stress. When we're stressed or burned out, it's easy to reach for sugary snacks and processed foods. But those quick fixes actually end up making us feel worse in the long run. They lead to energy crashes, brain fog, and can even exacerbate anxiety and depression. Focus on nourishing your body with whole, unprocessed foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains. These foods provide the nutrients your brain and body need to function at their best, and don't underestimate the power of regular exercise. I know when you're feeling burned out, exercise is probably the last thing you want to do. But trust me on this one. Exercise is a natural stress reliever. It releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. It helps you sleep better, improves your focus, and gives you a sense of accomplishment. It doesn't have to be anything intense. A brisk walk, a yoga class, dancing in your living room. Find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Chapter 4. The Art of Saying No, Setting Boundaries for a Healthier You. This one can be tough, but it's crucial. Learning to set boundaries and say no. We often feel pressured to say yes to everything and everyone, to be people pleasers, to avoid disappointing others. But here's the thing, saying yes to everything means saying no to yourself, to your own needs and priorities. It's about recognizing your limits and communicating them clearly and respectfully. It's about prioritizing your own well-being without feeling guilty about it. Start by identifying your non-negotiables, the things that are essential for your well-being, whether it's getting enough sleep, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing a hobby. Once you know what your priorities are, it becomes easier to say no to things that don't align with them. And remember, saying no doesn't have to be mean or confrontational. You can decline politely, offer alternatives, or simply say, "I'm not able to take that on right now, but thank you for thinking of me." It takes practice, but the more you assert your boundaries, the more empowered you'll feel. Chapter 5. Asking for help. You don't have to go through this alone. Look, we've all been there, feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, like we're just barely keeping our heads above water. And sometimes, no matter how many healthy habits we implement, we need a little extra support. There's no shame in asking for help. Whether it's talking to a trusted friend or family member, seeking guidance from a therapist or counselor, or joining a support group, reaching out can make a world of difference. A therapist can provide you with tools and strategies to manage stress, cope with burnout, and improve your overall well-being. They can help you identify the root causes of your burnout, challenge negative thought patterns, and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Remember, you're not alone in this. Burnout is incredibly common, and there are people who understand what you're going through and are there to support you. Reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's a sign that you're taking control of your mental health and prioritizing your well-being. And that's something to be proud of. So there you have it, folks. We've talked about recognizing the signs of burnout, the importance of breaks, the power of a healthy lifestyle, setting boundaries, and seeking help when needed. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. You deserve to feel your best both mentally and physically. Start by incorporating one or two of these tips into your daily life. Maybe it's scheduling in a 15-minute break every afternoon or swapping out that sugary snack for a piece of fruit. Small changes can make a big difference over time. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, please know that you're not alone. There are resources available to help. Check out the links in the description box for some helpful websites. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Remember, mind over matter.